Okay, in the first lesson we started talking about circle of fifths, how that's going to relate to all the keys we're going to learn. We practiced writing some fifths just so we know what we're looking at. And then we realized if we switch the two notes, we get a fourth. An inversion of a fifth is a fourth. I'm going to take you through a couple of drills quickly, just so you realize how those intervals are going to come into play. So here's an example of what we wrote yesterday. We took a note, we wrote a fifth above it, and then we discovered if we put the C below, that makes a fourth. The other way you can look at it is, if I have my fifth and I write a fourth above that, then I get an octave. So you're going to see this outline a lot, where you have a fourth here and a fifth here, and then you get an octave with the dominant in the middle. So you can think of this as your tonic note of whatever scale you're playing. The dominant is a fifth above, and then the tonic again on top, which makes an octave, creates these two intervals, a fifth and then a fourth. What you're going to notice when you're starting to write key signatures is, right, these are our first four keys around the circle of fifths. For C, it's easy. There's no sharps or flats. You wouldn't write anything at the beginning. There's no key signature. For G, I reminded you that we need one sharp. Actually, I'm not going to use color. This is not particularly anything new to anybody in this class. You have one sharp, and it's F sharp. Okay, so when we keep going and we have D, we're going to write F sharp, and then the other sharp we play in the D scale is the D sharp. Sorry, it's C sharp. Getting ahead of myself. F sharp and C sharp. I will color these just to make it really obvious. And if you realize F to C, just like we wrote here, is a fifth up. And you see how important it is to put the sharps in the right place, because when you start stacking them up, it's really easy to get confused at what you're looking at. The trick about writing a key signature is you're not going to write the C sharp above the F. That's going to be way up here on ledger lines. We're going to use this interval down. We're going to go down a fourth, and that gives us the C sharp. Then, if we go one more key, we did C, nothing. G has F sharp, D has F sharp, and C sharp. A is going to need 3 sharps. And when you're on the keys, you just remember that these two are close together and this one's down here. It's the third note that needs to change. But when you're looking at a key signature, you're going to follow these intervals that we're learning. The top line F, down for the C sharp, and then we get to count up 5. Then we get to see a fifth, and our G sharp sits on top of the staff. So this is another reason why recognizing these intervals is so important. It helps you keep track of the sharps that you have, and pretty soon, probably next lesson or in the same lesson, I know these videos go by quickly, we're gonna get to flats as well. It follows the same idea, it's just gonna go backwards. So, practice writing your key signatures, practice writing more fifths and fourths to get an octave. Is that weird? 4 plus 5 makes an octave. We need to talk about that math pretty soon too. Okay, go to it.